Guys, welcome back to my craft room. So as another part of our Christmas in July, I wanted to do the sheet load of cards. I already talked about this in the last one, but if you haven't seen it, I wanted to go and do the sheet load rewind, I think it's called, and do all of the July sheet loads. So last week I did 2020, and this week is 2019, sorry. I was going a little ahead of myself there. I wanted to use up some of this Christmas Joy paper kit. This is from Paper House Productions. I ended up using quite a few cut-aparts and quite a bit of paper, actually. So this one was an interesting one for sure, because it had so many little pieces, it was almost too tedious. I felt like I spent too much time taping things down. But it would have been even worse if I wouldn't have done it this extra little way. So instead of doing, she has a little sentiment panel here that's cut, and then it has the gold mat behind it as well. All I did was use the cut-aparts from the collection, and then some of them didn't have a sentiment. I just pulled out my planner stickers and pulled out a few Christmas themed ones. So I used two 12 by 12s, like in her thing, but I flipped this one so that it would be a different pattern on some of them. Oh, and so I didn't really orient them all the same. I was so done taping things and putting them on that I was just doing it like really quick. So some of them are on the left and some of them are on the right. So I did end up landscaping them, and then instead of doing the sentiment with the gold border or mat, I just did the cut apart. But everything else is pretty much the same. I think it's pretty cool. I think, you know, if I was gonna like stray from the sketch a little bit more, I might add like a little circular embellishment here, or maybe 3 bling pieces or elements on the side there. They're good on their own though. I think it's because of all the gold. They feel okay, like you don't really have to add anything else. Plus with the cut-aparts, it's kind of an extra little cheat because you get the focal image with the sentiment, and typically with cut-aparts they tend to be very extra already. Now this one is kind of bland, but I think they turned out really cute. I did end up using 6x6s for my gold paper, so that was a little bit different. I ended up having a lot of strips left over, and I thought, you know, I could put them on the inside, but I think I'm just going to put them in my Christmas in July stash dash. And oh, I love this one. I think this one's my favorite. It's more of a New Year, oh my gosh, why am I stumbling so much? New Year's card with the Kiss Me at Midnight. I think that turned out so cute. And then of course anytime I can add in plaid, that's always, and just it resonated with me a lot because of the gold. I love using gold. It is one of my favorite things to bring in. And cut-aparts, which it's not originally cut-aparts, but I love using cut-aparts. So it's kind of like all of my favorite things in a card, but again, very tedious, so I don't think I would do this sketch again. I think it was just a little too annoying. I think like if I was going to do it again, I would do the whole mat. and then I would do a whole mat of gold, and then I would do a whole mat. I wouldn't do any of that saving paper, essentially is what it is. I would just cut the whole sheet and then put everything together, rather than all these little pieces that, yeah, it's not for me. I'm more of a, whoops, more of a just use up paper if it's gonna save me time and fiddliness. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, that is my July 2019 SheetLoad of cards, the SheetLoad Rewind for Christmas in July. I hope you guys are having a crazy day. Good crazy, not bad crazy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!